Okay, I'm looking at number 6 on the homework, and it says f of x is equal to x to the negative 1/2 power. So we remember that's 1 over the square root of x. And we're going to use the limit definition to find the derivative function. Okay, and so this is going to be the limit as h goes to 0 of 1 over the square root of x plus h, that'll be f of x plus h, minus 1 over the square root of x all over h. All right, this is kind of messy. You're going to want to get a common denominator in your numerator. So you multiply top and bottom by the square root of x over square root of x, and multiply here square root of x plus h over square root of x plus h. Alrighty. So then you're going to have the limit as h goes to 0 of the square root of x minus the square root of x plus h all over the common denominator x times the square root of x plus h. Now that's all over h, which is the same as like multiplying by 1 over h, or there's just an h in your denominator. Okay, now the technique here is to multiply by the conjugate, because if you do a direct plug-in, you still get 0 over 0. So when we have these radical, I'm going to put that h first because it just feels better. So the conjugate I'm going to choose to use is the numerator, conjugate of the numerator. Denominator doesn't really have one. Okay, and so this square root of x times square root of x is just x. Your middle terms fall out, and then you're going to have minus the x plus h. So this is the limit as h goes to 0. Okay, so this is going to be x minus x plus h, and that's all over h times the square root of x times the square root of x plus h times the square root of x plus the square root of x plus h. All right, and this is a product here because it's that whole denominator. All right, now x minus x is going to cancel. You're going to have a negative h in the numerator. And then you have an h in the denominator, which is good because now you'll be able to cancel those out times this. All right, so these cancel, and we have a negative 1 in the numerator. And we can do a direct plug-in to see what we have in the denominator. We'll have a 0 here. See, when you do the direct plug-in, this is going to go to 0, and this is going to go to 0. All right, well, so then what will you have? Well, you'll have the limit as h goes to 0 of negative 1 over, okay, the square root of x times the square root of x is just x, and then you have 2 square roots of x, so times 2 square roots of x. So this is like negative 1/2 x on the square root of x. Now, if you just use the power rule from the beginning, f of x is equal to x to negative 1/2, then f prime of x would be negative 1/2 x to the negative 1/2 minus 1, which is negative 1/2 x to the negative 3/2. And we remember that this is the same as saying negative 1 over 2 x to the 3/2, which the square root of x cubed is x on the square root of x. So this is negative 1/2 x on the square root of x. All right, so it's much more fun to do with the power rule.